YouTube, welcome to my shop. I'm Mike and I thank you for stopping by. I'm just sitting here drawing up some plans to a tackle box cabinet that I've been wanting to make for a while. So I'm getting close, so I want to see what I have going and what'll fit and all. But as I was sitting there daydreaming and thinking about this, I look up there and I see this Harbor Freight combination tri-square set. I think I picked it up on sale for like 10 bucks. I looked in the internet recently and it's like 13 bucks, but it might be on sale occasionally. But I bought that way back when I first started setting my shop up. And it went on that hook right there, and I kept setting my shop up, and then I came across the deal on a Mitutoyo tri-square for 29 bucks. The things I got was worth like 200 bucks, but nobody else bid on eBay, so I got it. Anyway, I've never used this, never even touched it, never even brought it off the shelf. So I thought, well, maybe I'll look to see if it was worth the 13 bucks. I'm going to set it up against my Mitutoyo and see what the results will be, from over 200 to 13. I'm betting that I know what'll happen. Okay, these are my measuring squaring tools compared to the Harbor Freight. This is the Mitutoyo, very thick, 16 gauge, I believe, heavy metal tri, and the protractors very heavy and well machined. You can just tell it by feeling it. And then the little tri-square. Now I got all this plus the squaring, and I got it for $29. Now this could be worth $200 or more for the Mitutoyo. I mean, Starrett and those things. I saw a 6-inch Starrett engineering square that they wanted $135 just for the 6-inch square. So these measuring tools, the high class ones, are expensive, but they're accurate. Now, can you get square for less than 200 bucks? Yeah, absolutely you can. These are for engineers that need to go down to 1/100th of an inch and things. And I think in woodworking, if we got everything down to a 64th inch, it would be better, far better than most. So just looking at this, you know, it's a stainless steel rule. It's aluminum tri-square and protractor. They're machined out of aluminum. So let's start testing this. On this, I pop this and I pop that, and you can see this line is perfectly straight. Let me show you a close-up. Okay, there's the double lines. There's two lines there, and you can see they're just, and that's a 0.05 lead. So you can see that the Mitutoyo is dead on accurate. I mean, dead on accurate. But it should be for that kind of money. And I will put it there very tight. There's a little line. Now we'll put it over here. Put the pencil tip right on the line. Bring that up. Make it real tight. Okay, there's the Harbor Freight. There's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little, probably a pencil lead difference there. Okay, now to test the centering, you put a 3x3 or 4x4 or whatever in there. You want to find the center of the pole. You use this, and basically if it's 90 degrees, it's probably accurate. And actually that really does look like 90 degrees right there, dead on 90 degrees. Now there's little gaps. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a little gap in there where I know my Mitutoyo there's no gaps. There's a small gap in there. Now I think what I'll do is I'll turn this around and see what it's like going the other way. This might take me a minute. I might have to fight it. Okay, I brought it around the other way just to see what it's like on the other side. So we don't need this. This is not the line we want, nor this. We'll make a new line. And I'll make it about right there. Everything's tight. There's the line. Now we'll flip it over. We'll put the pencil tip right on. Bring it right up there. Make sure it's nice and tight. There. That's as close up as I can get. You can see the gap. Definitely a gap, and boy, that's about 1/8 of an inch. No, it's 1/16 of an inch. I exaggerated. But there's a 1/16 of an inch over 19 inches. So I guess you can kind of, that's pretty bad. Let's, this is a little off. This is quite a bit off. Let's see what the protractor is. Well, looking at this, it looks like the degree thing is like a decal that's stuck on. And if I have it, see, that's at 170, if you can see that, I don't know if I can get it, 179. But over here, it's right on 0. But it's a degree off there, so I'm not sure what that means. Now let's let's measure this thing. All right, this we can't flip over to test it, so I'm just going to test it with the Mitutoyo. So, and I've got this thing set dead on 90 degrees. Now this is the Mitutoyo line, which is dead on. Let's put this next to it and see where we're at for 90 degrees. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got that thing set dead on 90 degrees. Now, check out the gap. This inner one is the Mitutoyo, and the outer one is the Harbor Freight. It hit the Mitutoyo line in about 14 inches when it was a good 1/4 of an inch wide. That's the protractor on 90 degrees. Okay, you can see I did a 45 degree with my Mitutoyo. So let's compare the Harbor Freight with the 45 degrees. Now I don't know if you can see that, but I've got this dead on 45 degrees. All right, we'll bring this up next to 1/4 of an inch away from the Mitutoyo. Okay, let's measure this. Up front, a little over an eighth. It's not 3/16, but you know, a little over an eighth. And up here, we've got just a titch over 1/4 of an inch. So it's doubled its width in a little, you know, 14 inches. That's 45 degrees dead on from the Harbor Freight. Well, there you go, YouTube. I guess the tests speak for themselves. Now, I do business with Harbor Freight, and there's some things that I wouldn't complain about Harbor Freight. I got some values out of things that I bought there, and also I've got some junk that I got there, and I think this combination, I'm not sure I'd give that to my ex-wife. Well, maybe, but I just don't think it's worth $13. I didn't even check to see if the edge was straight, in case you might use it just as a straight edge rule. But if I had it to do over again, I sure wouldn't spend $13 on it, and I'm not even gonna put it back up on the shelf. I'll save that for something that's useful. Anyway, YouTube, that was my test on this. Maybe I got a bad one. I don't want to rank on Harbor Freight all the way, but it is what it is, and I go by what is. So anyway, till next time, I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a million, and we'll talk to you next time.